Hi, everybody. It's Mardi Gras. It's Fat Tuesday. I got my beads. I got my beads on. Look at this. See that? I got my beads on. It's Mardi Gras. It's good. What we're going to start doing first, well, first things first, I'm going to put this in the microwave for just a second. Well, I'll get to that point later. Anyway, it's supposed to do 2 or 3 things at once. So we're going to talk about weed first, which is something I can't do on this platform. So, I just need to position this so people can see. Everything's out of the way. All right, because we're going to talk about a couple of things. First things first, if you can zoom in on this. My friend keeps telling me I need to talk about my weed. Wrong treat. He'll bury that. So I want you guys to see this lovely nugget, and this is called Blueberry Gelato. It's a hybrid, and it is indica. It is indica dominant. So blueberry kush, gelato. It's the same thing, you know. Not the same thing, but anyway, this is what we're going to be smoking today. I just wanted to bring that out so you could see the beautiful tree that comes from my garden. We have guests coming over, and I want to stone it up. So on the stove, I already have rice, and I have my rice going. I have corn going. We're going to do the filling for our king's cake, which is going to be apple cinnamon. That, and he might also, it's also time for his medication, but we'll deal with that later. And we're going to be making a drink to go with this for Mardi Gras as well. So it's going to be amazing. First things first. So, King's Cake. King's Cake is a sweet brioche bread kind of dough. A little bit stickier than cinnamon roll dough, but same sort of consistency in that sense. I don't have a mixer most of you may not have a mixer, like a standing mixer. So what I did was I figured, you know what? Since it is a brioche bread dough consistency, I decided, you know what? King's Hawaiian rolls are the same thing. It is a brioche bread. It is a sweet bread. And this it's easier as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this. You're gonna take your Hawaiian bread roll. Love it. Also, King's cake comes in like a twist, like almost like a donut or a figure eight situation. We're going to put that there. This is going to go here, and then we're going to slice this in half. As I am doing this, I should go live. And let's do a live goal. What do you think? 10? 10 works? I think 10 works. Or 5. Let's do 5. Confirm. And then we're just going to go live on TikTok as well. So, say what's up to everybody. We'll go cook that right there. We'll move this out the way. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Happy Fat Tuesday. Happy Fat Tuesday. Welcome everybody to the live. This is the Stone Chef. It is Fat Tuesday. We are making my version of a king's cake. And king's cake, if you're in Louisiana, you already know what it is. It's a brioche. It's like a sweet brioche dough. Cinnamon roll kind of a deal, but not quite in that sense. But, you know, you get it. Anyway, the easier way, I wouldn't say cheaper, but if you don't have a standing mixer, get some King's Hawaiian bread and do that. I got on my stove, I got some rice, I got some corn. We'll get to that in a second, but this is why I got my beads on, because we're doing it right. So we're going to cut your rolls. I'm going to cut your rolls in half. Like so. So I'm going to cut them in half. One half is going to have the apple filling, and then this other half is going to have cinnamon. A cinnamon cinnamon spread, if you will. But I'm going to throw this in the... Be right back. I'm going to throw this in the microwave for a second. Just for a second. And we're going to take this and we're going to spread it on this side right here. We're going to say hello to Queen Mom. Anamora 65. This is king cake. That's what we're going to be making, but it's going to be a different version of the king cake. There you go. Much better. So, just get the mixture warmed up enough so you can spread it. And then this is what it's going to be. It's going to be, spread this down. And the cinnamon mixture is, I put 3 different kinds of cinnamon on this, in this mixture. Brown sugar, regular sugar, and butter. I would do like a half a stick of butter to a half a cup of brown sugar to about a cup of regular sugar. Regular sugar, could do that. And then, yeah, half a stick of butter. And this gets spreads on like this. Don't worry if you're like, that's not enough cinnamon spread, because the other half is going to be coated with apples, cooked apples. And to get to the cooked apples, we got to go to the judges. Got to go to the judges. So over here, I have my corn cooking. And I got my rice. And now we're just going to cook this up. You don't want it to be mush. And then you get yourself some apple spice. So today, like I said, it's Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras. So everything's going to be, this is a lot Louisiana Mardi Gras meal. So we're making shrimp scallop étouffée, corn, Cajun green beans, and king cake is going to be the dessert. So we got this. We're going to sprinkle in some apple pie spice and a little bit of lemon juice. A little bit of lemon juice. Because we want that tang. We want that good tang. And we're going to cook this down. And then you have some butter in here. And some apples down. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I like doing this because it makes me feel good. And it tastes good. I'm going to add a little wine. Yeah, that should do it. Oh, I can't wait to show you this drink. So anyway, welcome to the Stone Chef, everybody. If you're joining us. This is the filling for the king cake happening right now. So we're going to let that cook. My rice is being steamed as we speak. Corn on the cob is going to be good. And then we're going to, as soon as we assemble this, we preheat oven for 350. 350. going to go for $3.50. Your oven. Don't let the flavors incorporate. Get it going. The natural juices from the apple is going to come out. We're going to have awesome flavor with that. We're going to have the butter. The butter is going to be what gives us the little bit of a woodsy, earthy flavor. That's the term, earthy flavor. And if you want this to be a little bit more, you can add some brown sugar to this. I said some brown sugar. I didn't say the whole thing. Ooh. It definitely ain't for diet. This is not for diabetics right now, I'm going to tell you this. But anyway, this is what it is. So now, what we should do because of the brown sugar, I'm going to add a little bit more lemon juice. And I'm going to add a slurry to this to thicken it up. Slurry is basically cornstarch and water. And the reason why you make it a slurry is because you don't want to see any clumps. We want no clumps in our slurry. And you don't need a lot of water. It also depends on how thick you want it. I'm only stirring this to till all the cornstarch is dissolved. Okay, so now that the cornstarch is dissolved, we have no lumps, you can add it in. And as quick as you adds it in, it gets thicker. Turn it off. And now we can spread this. We can spread this to the rest of the king's cake. Like we spread on this side, we're going to take and spread this on that side. So traditionally, king's cake usually, it's just not stuffed. You know, it's just we don't have it's just the cinnamon and then they just put the icing on top. So now that you have all the sides covered, yourself your bacon dish, your sheet, if you will. We're going to put the bottom side put it down. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take this side and we're going to put it on top. I don't know where it's supposed to be, but that's what it is. That's going to be good. So now we're going to put this in our oven. When it's ready, I didn't hear a beep. Almost overcooked. That'd have been disaster. I would have almost overcooked the dessert. All right, what should we do next? What should we do next? Let's make a drink. Let's make a drink. You're going to need this is the Scooby-Doo Magical Mystery Tour. So what you're going to do, you want to shake this. You're going to pour half of this out. All right, so you have just about a half. Set this aside. So set this aside. Now we're going to get frozen pineapples. And the trick is to get it all in. We'll see if that works. It won't. Or maybe it will. I don't know. We have a man down. Going to try to do this. We're going to get through this. Miss Johnson, welcome. Linda, welcome. Fruit and alcohol, yay. This is it's almost like the jungle juice. I mean, they could try. They could try to take my people have been asking for years about my jungle juice, and I have said absolutely not. Absolutely not. How's everybody doing out there? How are you doing? Guys, yeah, welcome. It's Mardi Gras. It's Fat Tuesday, everybody. So, I got to talk about some things. First things first, we are talking about, well, some of the good things that are happening. So, for those that are watching me on Facebook, this will be the last time I'm going to be putting this on Facebook. I got myself a Patreon page, and I'm putting everything on Patreon. I think that's enough. Yeah, that's more than enough. I see why they say half. Okay, crazy. All right. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. You can use many different type of rum for this drink. You can use banana rum. You can use coconut rum. You can use pineapple rum. I'm going to use coconut rum. And we're going to do a cup and a half of rum. You can use Midori. You can use green apple, pucker, which I completely forgot I had. About that much. And then the rest, vodka. You can use vanilla vodka. You can use whipped cream vodka. To let you know, you drink this and you don't think this is actually way too good, and you're going to be drinking this and then you're going to be thinking you can do whatever you want. You could be like, I don't like the Superman movie coming out. I'm going to make my own. And then we're going to shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Ow. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. All right, now let's try it. Let's try this amazing drink. I have to get some ice. I'll get the gross ice. Okay. Let's try it. Remember, you can use Midori. You can use green apple pucker. You can use all four. All four. I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Oh. What is... Okay, cool. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, thank you very much for the follow. What is the flash follow? Appreciate another follow. All right. You get to gift me some dinos. I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. I have no clue whatsoever. But I do know I have a clue of this. And that is Midori. Okay. Shake it one more time. See how pretty this is? Like it's just yeah, you're right. It does kind of look like baby poop green, but we don't know. We don't know. Cheers. Cheers. Oh no. Oh no. This right here. This is the Scooby Doo Magical Mystery Tour. Okay. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Thank you very much. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Everybody, I'm telling you, this here, dangerous. And I'm sure if you let it sit, it'll get all infused. It'll be, you know, I don't want to use the word amazing anymore. Like, who am I? Who am I? This, I'm gonna have to put like a sign. Do not drink. This ain't juice. This ain't juice. All right. So now we're gonna put that in the fridge. Let it get cold. Now we're gonna put our king cake in the oven. We're gonna bake this for about, I would say, 15 minutes. We'll do 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how you want your king cake to be. Now, let's get our scrimp. Let's get it together. You want some? You can have some. Here, that's for you. There you go. That's for you too. Okay, let's get this going. Let's get our scrimp. Everybody loves scrimp. Right? Everybody loves scrimp. Forgive my mess. But we're going to strain out some scrimp. So I just have a... You get whatever size scrimp you want. You get all the sides, the big, the size scrimp you want. Are we going to wash them out? Get all that off. Oh no, we dropped one. We're going to add it to the bowl. And now, be right back. Oh, that is where get to play. Right there. All right. We're going to put avocado oil. Thank you. I'm going to add celery, salt. I got some garlic salt. Or actually, no, we're going to add some garlic powder. My bad. Black pepper is definitely coming. Some garlic powder. Black pepper. Mm. Some Creole seasoning. Yeah, buddy. A little bit of red pepper flakes. This is the dish, and nobody was here to watch it. Nobody was here to watch it. Red pepper flakes. And nobody here to watch it. The running joke that I have is my friends like to tell me that I need to put red pepper flakes in everything. And that ain't it. Everything. Appreciate all of the love. Sherry Pierce, Colleen, Kimberly Clark. Hey, welcome. Carolyn Aites. All right, so we have our scrimps. Everybody, we got our scrimps. And get your glove and you get on in it. You make sure that everything gets coated. Smells great. Everything's getting coated just like so. Don't worry, there's going to be more flavors. There's going to be more flavors. Yeah. I'm going to put this on high. We're going to pour it in the skillet. Get the pot hot. And once we get the pot hot, we could throw this bad boy on. We're making shrimp and scallop étouffée. Shrimp and scallop étouffée. Give me a second, folks. Pan is hot. Oh, that's what I was grabbing for. I was dumb. And we go. Not trying to cook all of this quickly, you know. You don't have to. We're just cooking this until it's a change of color. And then we're going to set it aside. Some high heat, medium high heat to get that going. And then As that's cooking, I'm gonna drain my scallops as well. And rinse them off. Remember, when it's you don't want to cook them completely because it's going to go back into your sauce. So you just want it to change color. That's all you really want to do. You just want to change color, like so. Should only take a few minutes. Like I said, you don't have to cook it all the way because it's going to get, you're going to bring this back to the sauce. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much. Stone Chef presents. It's Fat Tuesday, so we're making shrimp and scallop étouffée. Question being, étouffée, Louisiana, Mississippi. I know it's a Cajun Creole thing. Dish. Like I said, you just want it to change color. You don't need it to, you don't have to cook it all the way through on this particular cook. God, I can smell that king cake. Okay, so now that we have flipped all of the shrimp over, let that cook for about another 30 seconds while I get the plate. And then we're going to plate them up. All right, so now you remove it. You remove the shrimp. Just like so. Removing the shrimp. And then we're going to cook the scallops. I got my corn. I got my rice. I got my king cake. That's right. I got my king cake. Okay. So now, just take this out the way. We cook the scallops. We'll add some red pepper flakes to this too. We're going to add some good old Creole seasoning, baby. We're going to cook this. Same thing as before too. You don't have to cook this all the way because you don't want rubbery scallops. No rubbery scallops. You just want it to turn color. That's it. You don't need it to turn white. You need it to turn a little pink. Just like that. Give it another minute or two. We're going to take this off, and then we're going to start the roux. Okay, we'll get another plate. Remember, if you ain't sneezing, it must not be seasoning. So you have your scallops right here. Like I said, you just needed to change color. You don't need it to you don't need it to turn white. Because like I said, you don't want rubbery scallops. You ever had that, Rubber, you don't want none of that. If you're liking the Stone Chef Presents, please, on TikTok, subscribe. Follow me, please. Follow me, because I post some really cool stuff. For my folks watching on Facebook, bittersweet, because today will be the last day that I will do this on live. On Facebook Live. If you guys want to see me, please, please, please go to my YouTube page, Tony's House of Love, or go to my Twitch, same thing, Tony's House of Love, and subscribe. My Patreon, because all of this is expensive. And I'm making this my full-time job. To entertain you guys, to cook you up good meals, and to build a community. So you can laugh at me about not grabbing this last 2 scallops. Alright, now dump this. Remove this. We grab. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I grabbed our king cake out. I'm looking. I could probably let that sit in there for a... I'll set it in there for a little bit longer. You're right. You're right. I want it gooey. All right. Now, let's... now that we got that going, let's get our the étouffée part is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so turn this up. What? Oh, étouffée. Étouffée is a Cajun dish from Louisiana. You can make it with pretty much any kind of seafood protein. So what you want to start out with is the Holy Trinity. When you do étouffée, when you do any kind of southern dish. Celery, onions, bell peppers. There's some carrots in this, but that's the Holy Trinity. We're going to cook that down. I'm going to cook that down a little bit. Going to add just a touch of avocado oil. So we're going to cook this down. Just like that. Making sure that I have the things that I need. All right. This starting to smell really good. When it starts to getting a little effervescent, the onions, that is, that means you're on the right track. So we're going to keep that going a little bit. I'm going to try to find there it is. Tomato paste, because you're going to need some tomato paste in this. When you're starting to smell the onion and the fresh peppers, it's when it's starting to get effervescent. This is when you add your garlic. You can do 3 to 4 cloves, however many cloves you want. Actually, it's your dish. I'm gonna add that to that. We're gonna add some Creole seasoning. Add some black pepper. Okay. We're going to stir this up. Like Bob Marley used to sing, stir it up. Ooh, stir it up. Yeah. All right, so now that we got that going, we're going to add just a touch of butter. Just a touch. Now, I'm going to add some flour. We're going to cook this till the flour coats all the vegetables. Now it's time to make our stock. I got some clam juice. Got some clam juice. I'm going to pour this in there. A little bit at a time. There you go. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this down to medium. Put that in medium. Take out our king cake. Our king cake is done. Now, I'm going to take this off the heat. Now this is the time I like to take this off the heat. And I'm going to add some cream. And we're also going to add some chicken broth. So here, I'm going to add the chicken broth. Do this a little bit at a time. Here we go, just like that. So we're gonna turn up the heat. We're gonna turn up the heat and then we're going to let that reduce. I got people over now. Okay, so now I'm going to let this boil. Let this come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, the next thing we're going to add is we're going to do some tomato paste. Diced tomatoes, and then our seasonings. Un momento, por favor. Tomatoes.
Not American at all.
No. No milk. I'm sure you heard all of that. All right. All right. So now it's coming to a boil. Just like that. Now it's coming to a boil. Now we're going to add our seasoning. So our seasoning is going to go as followed. We're going to add some Creole seasoning. We're going to add some garlic powder. Black pepper. And then this isn't very Creole-y, but I'm going to throw a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Not too much. Have to do that drag thing, you know, where they drag the button, the puzzle piece to make sure you're still around. Okay, so now you can start to smell it. And it's starting to thicken. That's what you want. And this is the time where we're going to add the tomatoes. And the tomato paste, because you want to do that. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I need to pay attention to this. You guys, I'm making shrimp and scallop étouffée. We're gonna add a tablespoon of tomato paste. It is Fat Tuesday. It's Fat Tuesday, so this is what we're making is shrimp and scallop étouffée. Everybody who's wondering what Fat Tuesday is, it's the last party before Lent, the start of Lent. So étouffée. Okay, we're gonna taste it. That's good. Yes, I do. I'm not giving up anything for Lent. What are you talking about? I ain't Catholic. I'm making this because, you know, there's not a lot of Mardi Gras dishes out there, man. Okay, so now that I added the cream. Normally you don't add cream, but I did. And now we're going to put bay leaves. I'm not standing next to it right now. Okay, so we're going to add a couple of bay leaves. And then we're going to turn the heat down. We're going to let it cook. So I had 3 bay leaves. And I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. Because I like the thyme. I like the sage. I like the basil. And then we'll get started on our southern green beans. So, yeah. So we're going to stir this in there. So that, we're going to let it reduce. I'm going to take a little taste. This is great. So I'm making shrimp and scallop étouffée. And we're going to reduce the heat. Let it simmer. We're going to let this reduce. And now we're going to let that reduce. Oh, Mo, you got back with some chicken and sausage. Oh, no, and you're baked. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Uno momento, por favor. You know, sometimes when your dog just wants to be petted for no reason whatsoever. And now he wants to get up. He likes to act like he's invalid. All right, so now we got the sauce is being reduced. I have my rice. I got my corn. Sauce is being reduced. I got my shrimp, my scallops over here behind me. And now we're going to, I don't even know. How do you cook? Oh, that's how you cook it. All right, well. I think somebody just asked me how my night went because I also DJ. It went all right. Yeah, went okay. Nothing to really write home about, but it was there. If you don't want rice, scallops, yeah, it's great. So what I do is I cook them first for like 2 minutes, just enough to change the color, and then the scallops will be the very last thing I add to the sauce right when I'm about to turn off the heat. And I just let I like the sauce cook it. So that's what you do. But anyway, I was trying to say, if you don't want rice with your étouffée, I suggest cauliflower. Just like that. Bingo, bango. rice cauliflower. Turn on the heat. And he will steam. He'll steam up when he wants to. There you go. So that will steam. Give it about 3 minutes. Look, oh. So now I'm going to take the lid off and let it cook for another 5 minutes. Let it cook for another 5 minutes. Then I'll put the lid on and do it one more time. So now, with that, we got this going. We was gonna do some green beans. Grab some green beans. You gotta wash your beans. You gotta wash your green beans. Absolutely. And sometimes they're supposed to be pre-cut. And sometimes they're not. So you just got to make sure that, you grab them and pre-cut them. We're washing the green beans. We're going to put them in a pot. These are going to be some Cajun green beans. This will be on in just a second. As you can see here, this is starting to reduce pretty fast. And it is pretty much what kind of consistency you want for your étouffée. Because it is a sauce. If you want it to be thicker, you can make a slurry. So now I'm going to add mushrooms. Normally that does not come into étouffée, but it does in mine. Subscribe to my TikTok. It'll be fun. It's fun. We add the mushrooms. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted that. Yeah, you could probably. Yeah, you could do that. I was asked if could you put this over noodles, and yeah, I guess you could. Maybe like a Cajun pasta. But if you don't want rice, you could use cauliflower. But I didn't know you didn't want rice, so guess what's happening? Yeah, I didn't know you were. Yeah, you're getting rice. Yeah. It's served over white rice. That depends on what your definition of spicy is. Are you like spice as in like salt and pepper? Oh, did you bring sushi? Yeah, then you probably want to stick to that. So you probably want to stick to that. Okay, so now, oh, I'm gonna turn that back up. Going to take this off. That is that's steamed. I might add some more because I like cauliflower. We'll do that. So now that we have this cooking, the shrimp is back in. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. This here. This shit right here. Mm. I made a drink. This is called the Scooby Doo Magical Mystery Tour. This pineapple, pineapple juice, rum, pineapple chunks, vanilla, and Maduri. You can use flavored rum if you want, banana rum, coconut rum. That works. You can also use vodka, regular vodka, or whipped cream vodka, or vanilla vodka. That also works. And then you shake it up, and it. You want some? Here, cheers. Cheers. Oh man. All right, slap your mama good. Okay. Now we got this going. We got this going. This is fantastic. Now we're going to add the scallops. So we add the scallops to this, and then we'll keep the heat on for about a couple of minutes. Again, if you want this to be thicker, like a thicker porridge type consistency, you can add a cornstarch slurry to this. But this is a shrimp and scallop étouffée. You know, it's called the Stone Chef for a reason, and I got a little sidetracked, and I forgot. I got sidetracked. I completely forgot. I completely forgot cornbread. So we will be cornbread free. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. All right, either way, this should be good to go. Let that go. And put everything up. Now is the time we can make our icing for the powdered sugar, for the king cake. Because you have to decorate your king cake. And this is going to be quite funny because I couldn't find a lot of stuff. That was kind of weird. Now, fantastic. So we're going to put this, we're going to take it off the heat, cover it, and quickly make our icing for the cake. So we're taking it to the judges. Here's our king cake. Here's what I need. Let's make an icing. We're going to make an icing for this. Right here, we're going to make an icing for that. So, I'm going to powdered sugar. Powdered sugar and vanilla. A tiny bit of nutmeg, like 2 dashes of nutmeg. And then we're going to add some milk. We're going to add some milk. And we're going to whisk this. Normally you would sift your sugar so you don't get lumps. You want to sift your sugar so it doesn't get lumps, but if you whisk it enough, the lumps will be gone. The lumps would be gone. And you want that kind of consistency. See that? You want that kind of consistency right there. So anyway, get yourself a spoon. Get ourselves a spoon and we will drizzle the icing. Just drizzle the icing. like that. Just like so. Okay. Like a king cake, it's supposed to be. Well, I mean, it's doused with a ton of icing. Ton of icing. But the colors of, Mardi Gras are. Anybody? Anybody? What are the colors of Mardi Gras? What is it? Anybody? Nobody knows? Sad. Does this actually pop out? No, it doesn't. Damn it. Okay, so colors. Good job, Jen. Or whatever. Okay, so we're going to sprinkle gold. I want gold. I'm glad somebody got that. You were 30 when that movie came out? That's pretty cool. My guest over here is a little dusty. Just a tad. She be coming over here talking mess. But she dusty as hell.
And I eat your food.
I don't know why. Okay, so I don't know how to do this without making a giant mess. So I didn't have, and I'm not a decorator, so you know what? Shut your face. It's supposed to look something like this. And this girl over here just flapping her gums. Don't even go rude.
Not even what?
Manners. No manners.
I do have manners. I took you to Costco.
That's not manners.
And I was yapping my mouth in the car too.
I don't want to get canceled.
White girls for life.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. All right.
I love you, Tony.
Don't talk to me.
My best friend.
I hope nobody can hear you. See, I'm the worst decorator on the face of God's green earth.
It's so pretty.
Wow. See, she brings these badass kids trying to break my stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your king cake right here. Here's your king cake right there. Right there. I'm so happy. Okay. I think we're good. We got our king cake. Ooh. Ooh. I want my sauce to be a little bit more thick. I just realized that I left my... Sorry, people. I realized I left you back there. I was doing the thing. I want that to be a little bit more thicker. So I'm going to add it. I'm going to add slurry to it. And nobody can see because the cabinet's open. We don't want any nuts. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say we don't want any lumps. I forgot to tell you. Thank you for all of the love. I just got, all I said was I don't want any nuts. Ugh. All right, I'm adding a slurry to this. And this is going to thicken. Just like that. And then we're going to taste the scallop to make sure it is not overcooked. And it just fell, but that's okay. It's my counter. I can do that. That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you shrimp étouffée. Shrimp étouffée. Oh, wait, I forgot. You can zoom in. Yay. Thank you very much. I bid you adieu. Where are we going? Where is it happening? I don't know what's going on. I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for joining me. Here we have our shrimp étouffée. Right there. Shrimp étouffée, ladies and gentlemen. My shrimp. Scrimp étouffée. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. I thank you guys. Remember, we're going to be doing this on Patreon. So for those that are watching on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, Tony's House of Love. On Twitch, Tony's House of Love. TikTok, Tony's House of Love. And Patreon is patreon.com, Tony's House of Love. Every Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time, you will have House of Love on BFF.FM, where you hear all sorts of great music. We talk about sports and wrestling. Speaking of wrestling, John Cena turned heel. Did you see that? Did you see that? John Cena turned heel. Regardless, happy Mardi Gras. That Tuesday. You guys, see you later. You guys, see you later. Much love. Bye. You guys. No. Never mind. See you later. Bye.